Pat Duffy, I think what we first have to do, as far as the Buffalo Bills go this week and Star Lotulelei opting out, won't be part of the team this year, is to try to eliminate the human emotion that's the first reaction that says, well, screw him for screwing us. Right?
Okay, look, I get that there are fans that are feeling that way. I don't look at it that way. And maybe it's because the Bills' social media team has done such a good job of humanizing these players. Like, I know that Star Lotulelei has some young kids. I know that Star Lotulelei is a father that's growing with his family. And I completely understand why Star Lotulelei, whether it was for family reasons or because he has a lot of guaranteed money coming, he didn't want to lose that guaranteed money if the season gets canceled, would make the decision that he did. The question is, when it comes to on-field stuff, how much are you going to miss a guy like Star Lotulelei in that defense?
How much, Tariq?
I think you're going to miss him a lot. I want to go back to what Duffy said about family. If you do any research on Star Lotulelei, you'll know how much his family means to him. As a matter of fact, I went back and saw some video of when he was drafted by the Panthers and was going through sort of all the drills and everything that goes with the pro days. And he said something I thought was interesting. This was in 2013. He said, I like football. I don't know if I love football, but I love my family. And when you see that reaction from 7 years ago to now, you understand where he is. Now, I understand Bills fans, hey, we don't need anybody leaving. We don't need it to turn it into the New England Patriots, where you got 4 or 5 star players that basically opted out for the rest of the season. We got a chance here to really do a lot of work, especially what happened to the Jets. But I think the fact that, Duffy, you mentioned it before, you have to understand these are human beings making decisions to opt out. They're not, it's not one of those things where they don't want to get paid. They do want to get paid. They do want to play the game, but not at this high of a cost. So now you have to sort of adjust to that. The Bills will adjust. Their defense, I think, will be fine as long as between now and when this airs, a number of players don't opt out, but they have the option to.
Then they do. They're drawing from a position of strength, Pat, don't you think? I mean, defensive line was one of the strong points of this team.
Okay, yes. Yeah, the defensive line was great last year. They lost 2 guys in Shaq Lawson and Jordan Phillips. They replaced him with a couple of other guys that are going to be able to fill in valiantly. Here's the question. Star Lotulelei is one of those odd throwback players where if you check the stat sheet every Sunday, you do not think Star Lotulelei made a difference. As a matter of fact, if you look at the percentage of snaps, off the top of my head, I believe he only played 36% of snaps last season for the Bills. But the overwhelming majority of those snaps were in the run game. He's not going to do the job himself, but he is going to take up 2 guys so Tremaine Edmonds and Matt Milano and Jerry Hughes and other guys can get free. I want to believe that this team is going to be just fine with who they have, but he was making that money for a reason, and he was on that roster despite doing nothing statistically for a reason. I think this might be a bigger deal than people are saying.
This may be the opportunity actually to evaluate him as a player. I mean, you're going to see how the team plays without him. He's a guy you didn't notice when he was in there. Hey, Tariq, we got 3 Buffalo Bills that made the top 100 in the NFL. NFL.com put out a survey. These things are sometimes not worth the paper they're printed on if they get printed. Reference. But, hey, Josh Allen is in there at number 87 and ahead of a lot of accomplished quarterbacks.
Yeah, he shouldn't be in there.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
He should not be in the top 100? 100. Duffy, 100?
Do you just keep saying 100?
But divide that out by team.
150? Yeah, maybe. He hasn't proven enough yet to show that he's in the top game. That doesn't make you the top 100. Now, can he be? Absolutely. I think he does have the ability. If there's a season that is played this year, but this is a big, big season for him, he cannot not play because you're basically going into next season with the same questions you have this season. 100? No.
How is he not a top 100 quarterback? 1 year as a full-time starter, he takes his team to the playoffs. He has the same style. He has the same rushing numbers. Hear me out right now. Rushing numbers as Mike Vick did his first season in the NFL. Oh, and he's got a cannon of an arm like Mike Vick did, but a team around him. Would you have said that his second year in the season, Mike Vick was a top 100 player? Or is there just an anti-Josh Allen bias that people love to buy into because he's proven wrong what everyone else said?
Show me more. Win a game in the playoffs. The Bills
oh, my God. One season as a starter, win a game in the playoff. Get up, Tariq. I like your taste in music. I hate your taste in Josh Allen.
Just for this segment.
I think they get it this year. I really feel Buffalo's got it in them to win a playoff game this season.